Right, so this is going to be a very short video slash review because I want to keep this as vague as possible because I went into this film as vague as possible. And yes, I have this severed Cult of Chucky head on display that I'm currently working on. A massive shout out to Mr. Joseph Gillespie for sending me the original Chucky head. So this is going to be a proper display from the film with chains and everything, and I've torched the hair, and I've had way too much fun building this guy. So I thought I'd just, tease him and just keep him in the video for now. But today we're going to be doing a quick little movie review for Companion. So again, I went into this film completely and utterly blind. I didn't even watch a trailer. The only time I watched the trailer was to download it for this review to have it as B-roll footage. Then I went to the comments and a lot of people were saying, oh, you've ruined the movie, you've spoiled the movie, and someone commented and said, I've actually seen an early screening. It has not ruined the film. Yes, the trailer does show that Sophie Thatcher's character Iris is indeed an android, a subservient android, but in terms of the rest of the film, it gives fuck all away. So the less you know, the better. And the premise is so basic on Google. It says, a weekend getaway turns bloody and violent when a subservient android that's built for human companionship goes haywire. That's all you need to know. Now, this film comes from Drew Hancock. He hasn't done much. We've also got Jack Quaid, who's been on an absolute streak at the moment. It's good to see. I kind of feel like he's really found his niche and his footing in the horror genre. And again, not knowing what to expect when we went in last night, my expectations were down here. I fucking enjoyed the shit out of this film. Yes, it's very formulaic at times, especially towards the end. But to me, this was the definition of a movie doing its job and just giving you that hit of escapism and at the same time just entertaining you. And again, it's times when it's super unnecessary and violent, it makes you chuckle. This isn't exactly a packed cast. This is more of an intimate film. Obviously, we've got Sophie Thatcher, we've got Jack Quaid, we've got Megan Suri, we've got Lucas Cage, who has recently just had his stint in Smile 2, smashing his face in with a weight plate. We've also got Rupert Friend and Harvey Guillén. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It was definitely one of those things after getting out of the film, I'm like, yeah, you could probably throw that on streaming, but at the same time, I want this film to do well. The budget was 10 million, and I feel like it's not going to get noticed a lot. If word of mouth gets around, it's definitely one of those date night movies, date night horror movies where you go out, get some food, get some drinks, and you cap it all off with Companion. Again, towards the end, it got very formulaic in the third act, and you kind of could see what was going to happen, especially when they're really focusing on certain items around the house where they're staying. So it does mostly take place at this millionaire's lake house. So this is a fucking tricky review, guys, because again, it's not what you expect. Yes, it does pitch it as a subservient android who's played by Sophie Thatcher that goes haywire, and you think it's just going to be a bloodbath. You think she's just going to kill everyone in the lake house. It's not like that. And it was very refreshing to see at the same time. So even Chloe had fun with it, and Chloe doesn't usually do horror. She's like, what's this going to be like going? I'm like, I actually have no idea, but she got a kick out of it. She liked it. The audience was really responsive to it. There were a lot of laughs as well. Like I said, I don't know if it was intentional, unintentional. It was dark bits of comedy thrown in. And also when you see how Sophie Thatcher works as an android and hooked up to the phone, the different settings, it was brilliant. Like just little pieces like that I really dug. Do yourselves a favor this week. I don't know, when does it actually fucking come out? Release date, January 30th. Oh shit. Okay, so it's the 24th now. Once it hits cinemas, guys, seriously, it's one of those date night or hang out with your mates, go get food, go get some drinks, and cap it all off with seeing Companion. Again, this isn't going to win any awards. It's not exactly like groundbreaking in terms of the horror genre, but I just think it was a nice little surprise because the less you know going in and what happens, the better. And this was definitely a hard one to rate. I'm like, oh, is it 3.5? Is it 4? So I'm going to meet just over halfway. We're going to be giving Companion 3.75 blow-up dolls out of 5. And Sophie Thatcher, man, she is great in it. Like, you obviously don't want to spoil too much in terms of her performance, but she goes through the ringer and there's highs and lows and you'll see why. And she was great. Look, everyone was great in it. There's just a nice, neat little film, like a nice, neat little surprise. Again, very formulaic towards the end, but it'd be a crime to have it go unnoticed because there's definitely potential here with the director. So that's cool. I really dug it. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.